famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. And I don't need you to okay it. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay.
And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
There we go, Smac man. Ready? Let's get them home.
And that's not the start that he was looking for as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Working from the gun. Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashad Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Shotgun now for Wentz. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. On 4th down, on is the punter, Colby Wadman. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
Ready? 95, 56. Man, we got to get this stop here, D. Take 4, take 4. Alert flare, flare. Kill. Watch it.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
That's 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 31.
Now Leonard Fournette. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a 1st down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there. Either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to run there.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 36-yard line.
Mike 3. Combo. Watch the pass. Watch out. Check 99. You got 21. 36. Tight dog.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up third
Check the
and
outreach.
10.
Shift. Check 3. Under 10. Hey, kill.
On third down, Fournette. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down. Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 48. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed him to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, but it'll be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. They can't corral him. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on third down. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 41-yard line. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for first and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. Finding Knox there, complete. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
Listen.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go. Waiting. Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day on this. It's going to be a long day. Here's 58, come on. Got to do better. Hey, empty.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Austin Eckler His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
11.
Breeze will try again on second down. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Carolina. T.Y. Hilton, his second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A two-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and a yard at the 34-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. On second down, Eckler. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run here with Eckler. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Breeze going to throw. And that is caught. What a grab at the 8. He got 29 yards that time.
Ready? You ready? Kill. Bravo. Kill. Check 50. Check 50.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. This Fournette territory here, and he's alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal.
Blue draw Corker. Undercrunch. Kill. Slam. Hey, switch gears.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Leonard Fournette, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack there by J.J. Watt.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Wentz. And this one complete to Will Fuller. He's at the 40. 20. 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Will Fuller. 89 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Mike 3. Push him back. Push him back. Mike 3. Mike 3. Combo with me. You don't know no better. Hey, easy. Mike 3. I'm smooth. I'm coming after you.
Throwing again on second down. Breeze, his throw incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Easy, opposite. Watch safety creep. Safety's exit.
Shotgun now for Breeze. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. Fournette, a first down carry. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll try the right side here with Fournette. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out. And the Falcons say they have it. They do.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. A loss of 2 there, second down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Here we go. Mike 51. You got nothing. He's coming. Double up.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
go. Ready? I got you, son. I got you, son. 5-9. Ball. Here we go, D. Go, Mike, pick you up. Hey, let's calm down. Two jet. Let's 5-7. Here we go. Protein spill. Kill. Hey, turn it out. Here we go. Check.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is fielded at the 7. Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 19-yard line.
Ready.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
Ready. You ready? Watch the run. 11. Hey, easy. Easy. 3.
Breeze now on first down. Looking deep for Hilton. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Wentz. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. He's letting this one go. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from 53. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway.
Let's go!
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done they're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
21. Hey, high 7. Mike 3.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Wentz going to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
It's Eckler again. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Let's go. Let's go.
On the ground, it's Eckler. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Falcons have once again taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Hey, easy.
Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. And the catch made by Hilton. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
You kill. 3. Combo. Hey, let's get that ball, dude. Let's get that ball right here.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze got the connection here to Bourne. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
It really has, especially as of late. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. J.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Mike 51. Come on, D. Check. Hey, stand.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wentz, and he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Throwing now is Wentz. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Fielded at about the 28. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This is Fournette. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Falcons.
Now Breeze. He's got it to Hilton. They find some open field here. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. T.Y. Hilton. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
81. Hey, Foxtrot. 51 to Mike. Here I come.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Mike 51.
To throw is Wentz. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Wentz to throw for it on 4th. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On the run, it's Fournette. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Again, it's Fournette. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're down here in a one-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. To throw is Wentz. He'll get this to Eckler. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now a timeout called for by the offense As the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
51 to Mike, boys, 51. We're pretty quiet, team.
Back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you were going to go on the field, but okay, I see you. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Falcons. Will Fuller with time running out, as they are now an extra point away from perhaps stealing one here in the final minute. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that might be enough to win them the football game as they now take the lead in the final seconds.
Let's go. Let's do it.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. He's back to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on 3rd. Back to throw, Breeze. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Results in a 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. One final try here for Breeze. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So they're final.